Well, I see you're talking about you don't want to be known as a sound guy. I've been doing a lot of sound lately, and I'm not a sound guy. I like to consider myself an editor.
Well,
That's
there aren't
what
a
I
lot
do.
of good sound guys in the city as
There
part of it.
aren't, and that was my question. Is like I look at some of these roles, some of these departments that are there, that indie film, in professional, and all. We don't really have a lot of sound guys.
No one wants to pay for them either.
And exactly. No one. Oh yeah, well I got somebody who can just hold a mic. Well, go ahead, go for it. And that's something that I can't emphasize enough is audio, good sound.
It really is like
matters.
the difference between a good indie film and a crappy indie film is this. This is what a bad one always sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it needs to be pristine. You don't need beautiful sound effects. People need to hear what people are saying. Yeah. If you're straining to understand it, you don't need to like films and be technical to understand that you can't hear what people are saying.
Especially when you have a cinematographer who has this beautiful shot where the actors are in silhouette and you really can't see their faces, and then and then the audio is awful. I mean, that's why audio is so important, because is visually you can be okay with grain as long as you hear things clearly.
Oh, exactly.
Look at what documentaries get away with.
They
subtitle half their damn films because the sound's too atrocious, but they know that if they don't communicate what's being said, they're going to lose their audience.
Their audience.
They're just like, if they can do that.
But that's something that really kind of gets me. Now, I can understand if it, like in a documentary using stock footage or archival footage somewhere. Yes, the sound is that sound that you have to use.
Or if you have people who don't speak English very well.
You've got people
but
there's accept that.
Yeah.
Right, and that's a problem because I see people going out there with their DSLRs and using the on-camera mics to record an interview, but for a specific documentary, for a specific purpose. And it's like, what are you doing?
Now, a little note to that though. Of all the onboard mics, the Sony A7S though, it sounds very beautiful though. The onboard camera mic.
GH4 is pretty rock solid too, but you got to be close.
I think it's also the codec.
Canon sucks. Okay.
Yeah, I think the Canon's the mic and the codec.
The thing is, you can use your iPhone if you can't buy a microphone, man. Use your smartphone. You got it. We got a 3D camera. Gotta get it up close.
Yeah.
You gotta get it up close. Solar plexus, aim down, get it there, man. If you do that, you're above everyone else. Buy a Zoom H1.
Well, I'd say buy a Zoom. I've heard great sound coming out of, and this is some wedding videographers, who need to mic the priest or the groom and the bride, so you can hear the vows and everything, but they don't have the money for a 3 wireless setup.
Nope.
They go get the small digital audio recorders that are about $50 at Office Depot. Yep. Get a cheap lavalier mic, stick it on there, and it's beautiful. Sync it up later, and it sounds fantastic.
Yep. We use a Zoom H1, and I have a $20 Audio Technica lavalier we use. So for $110, we have 24-bit wave audio.
Yeah.
Like, done. I mean, that's like it and it sounds fantastic.
You could do less than that. You could buy a $30
you could do less.
You could do $30 like Radio Shack lavalier and plug it into your phone and use a generic recording app, and then boom, all you spend is $30.
Yep.
Right. I think.
Granted, your phone's gonna be in someone's pocket, but
well, no, your phone's gonna be in someone's pocket. But it's like, but if you only need one guy, then that's perfect. That's fine. But I think Juice Link is coming out, or with something they call their Little Darling, which is a small portable recorder that you stick a mic on. You just shove that in somebody's pocket. It's basically what we're talking about here.
Instamic is coming out in like March or April. That's like
a little. That's it, and just the recorder, and those are great. But it's all these other options are out there. Yep. Using the iPhone or your cell phone with a mic on it is perfect. For that one off, that's all you need. I like to go back. People talk about the films being shot with other cameras. Like, what was that, Tangerine? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've seen
shot up with the 5S.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. You can tell it's not great, but for what it is, it's very good.
Oh yeah, right. The iPhone's got good colors, and I think they had anamorphic housing for it, right?
Yeah,
they got some anamorphic.
They got some other. So it really wasn't just the camera.
But at the end of the day, that was the sensor.
But that was the sensor. Yeah. But if you look at the sound, they had a good sound guy following everything around, to make sure that sound was beautiful. So it didn't. It mattered, but it did in the end.
And one of the most important things a lot of people forget they also had was a tripod or some type of stabilizer.
I tell everyone a iPhone can be great. Don't
handheld.
do vertical and don't go handheld.
Yeah. And there's a lot of
Pro has a built-in stabilizer. The $5 app I was talking about earlier, built-in stabilizer. It's fantastic.
Which one?
Movie Pro.
Oh,
$5 app. I'm shooting 24 frames and it's just buttery smooth.
Ooh.
I was shocked when I first. I was like, "Oh, stabilization. Let's turn this on." What?
Now,
audio metering.
Does it punch into 720 or something to get that?
No, it just. I don't know.
I don't know how it does that.
I don't know either. All I know is it works.
That's pretty awesome.
I know. I love it. Such a cool app. But you can't control. What is it?
Don't know.
You can do ISO, you can do shutter speed, you can't control aperture. That's the only thing that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I could crank down the aperture sometimes, but I can't. Sad face.
Is it possible to do that
I think there are some
the
apps, but it's like a dedicated app. I can't combine the two.
Okay.
I thought the iPhone didn't had a fixed aperture and it was just the shutter speed.
No, because I think it does. You can see it sometimes do a tiny bit.
Okay.
You can see it. It's got a little bit going on. It doesn't really change it doesn't change the focal length a ton.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't change the focus distance a lot, which is interesting, but it definitely does have something to control how much light's coming in.
Okay.
I don't know. We get all the gear, all the apps.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Stuff.
I don't know. Maybe I'm making
lots
that
of. You might be. I don't know. I've got an Android. I can't use the app.
I can't take a good picture or video with a phone to save my life. I've tried. I'm like, where's my T4i?
I got friends who can't take pictures, but they okay, let me put the light behind you. That way, it'll shine right in the lens, and we'll be able to see everything.
I've gotten insufferable with my friends before. I remember I was with Ben, and we both had a few down, and we're about to take a picture. I put the candle in front of the person. I'm like, all right, let's get a film. We took the iPhone light and put a napkin to do a diff on it. Oh my god, I was just like, we are so pretentious.
I had somebody once that was sitting near us one time. We were doing somebody that had a white T-shirt on. Hold on, we're gonna bounce it off your white.
Oh god!
I was like, stand right there while we take this picture. And I was off screen with the phone bouncing blue light off their white shirt.
That's really funny.
You think back when long time ago, land far, far away. This is the 90s. Yeah, I was in Baton Rouge doing some video production for a while.
Hey, only 90s kids remember the 90s.
Shushify. As I said before, I'm old. And we, trying to get out and trying to shoot some things, and it was in the back room. The only time we could go in there to do this was in the middle of the day. Great. This is terrific. No light. We had no lights. It was like everything, and it was black. I'm like, okay, how are we going to do this? This is ridiculous. Well, there was a window. In the window, we opened it up, and we were able to get enough light in to boost the picture enough, to boost the light level enough that we could see what was going on, but still looked like garbage, and there's nothing we could do about it. Okay, well, we need a light. Well, we don't have a light. Okay, well, let's do a bounce. Well, it was a back bedroom, so we pulled down the covers, pulled off the white sheet, put the covers back on, and I had two guys holding up the white sheet and angling it just the right way so that we could actually do a fill on one side, and it looked beautiful.
I think we might have some guests.
No.
Yeah.
I think they're being cool waiting outside.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can.
Well, I think we can wrap it up.
probably
We've got
wrap
about
it
45 minutes. No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hello. Don't worry, we're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
You're on a 360 camera, by the way. What up? Doing a test run. That's my lovely fiance, Ann Marshall, and her wonderful sister, Busy.
Hello, wonderful. How are you?
Hello.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, this is good. I'm going to actually, we're doing this all. We're also recording this on a 360 camera. For some of you who are going to see this, I'm going to try to take snippets of this. I'll sync the audio with the camera video.
Yep.
Because audio really is important, and this audio sucks on the camera.
And that's why we have pop filters, so it's not going.
Sweet. No, actually, we have pop filters because it looks pretty. No.
And protect you from my spit.
Is that why it's dripping over there?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
No. But I'm going to take that a little bit, and make shorter videos out of this and just post them on Facebook. One is a test to see how it works and see how it sounds and see if we get any kind of audience grown. And
cool.
And then we'll go from here and see where it goes from there.
Cool.
Excited.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg. Thank you,
man.
Carl.
Thank you for setting this up and bringing all this gear out.
Yeah.
No problem.
It seems like a lot of gear, but the box is just big.
There you go.
All right. And we'll see y'all later.